So here's a video of it installed. Basically, you just set it on the bumper. I've used the bumper to take the weight of the kayak. I've seen several different videos where they have PVC pipes that slide underneath the rails on top. And I started out with that design, and I didn't like how flexible it was if you put a heavy kayak on it. So you can see I've got a bungee cord hooked into these eyelets, which holds this totally up against the car very nicely. And it hooks right into these nice areas on the Outback. So you just hook it right there on both sides, bring it down, connect it here, and now this isn't going to go anywhere. Again, these roll so you can push your kayak up on it. It's very sturdy at this point. I really like this design. It's lightweight. Again, for storage, this part will just rotate back down so it'll fit flat inside the car with no problem. And I think this is going to be my final design. I'm actually going to paint it red, even though it's not going to be sitting on the car very long. And I will get some final pictures of that when I get done. Hi guys, that's how everybody starts out their video. This is my kayak loader for the 2017 Subaru Outback. It's very compact. I wanted to keep it light and small. I didn't like the way that people were tucking PVC pipe underneath the top rails of the car. I didn't feel that was sturdy enough loading on a heavy kayak. Typically they hung out, a foot or so, maybe 2 feet after it slid underneath the roof rails, and then it would bend. Using a heavy kayak, let's say 75 pounds, I wasn't happy with that. One of the guys that I saw a video on had a trailer hitch, and I don't have a trailer hitch on mine. He actually connected his loader to the trailer hitch, and then he let the top rest on top, which worked fine for him, but I was a little concerned again about it moving. So I've attached 2 pieces of Velcro onto the bottom. That actually goes onto the bumper, and I have 2 small pieces of Velcro on the bumper. The bumper now is taking all the load of the kayak. There's no pressure being put on the roof of the car. This part right here rotates up and sits on the window. It sits like that, and I put this in place on the bumper. This goes up against the window, and then there's 2 bungee cords that connect onto each side. I've connected a little eyelet here, runs all the way through, and I have a bolt with a lock washer on. I'll show you this connected up now to the car. I put 2 pieces of Velcro, one on this side, this is the back of the Outback, and one over here. I take this, set it up against the car, just set this down in place. That locks these into position. I rotate this down so it sits on the window, and then I hook up the bungee cords. One goes there, one goes there. These now rotate, so when you lean the kayak up and push it up, it'll rotate when you push the kayak on. And I adjusted this height so that it would clear my antenna right up here. I have about 3 inches of clearance when the kayak sits on this level and on the first roof rack. This works out terrific. I've loaded up a 10-foot kayak. It's only a 50-pound kayak, but it works real well with that. And I'm looking forward to trying a heavier kayak. Again, all the weight now will be put on the bumper. There won't be any weight on the window or the top of the roof. It will sit on the roof rack just fine, and that's where the weight will be distributed. I put this piece in here just in case there's a little pressure. As I'm loading a huge kayak, it'll put a little small pressure right here on this joint, but I don't think this is going to collapse at all. So I probably didn't need this piece, but it does help hold it together nicely. So I hope that's helped you figure out how to do some loaders for these heavy kayaks, and good luck.